Hi everyone, Sangeeta here from sangeetadivan.com. I'm here bringing you Inspirational Monday as always. And today we're talking about how to heal our emotions, especially anger. We all feel from time to time anger gets triggered and we don't know what to do. And I know that was something that I have to really deal with it. So I have posted a quote, beautiful quote saying, when you feel it, you heal it. And today I'm coming from outside from my garden because I thought, why not to bring natural daylight? And I love being with my flowers outside with nature. And I really hope you're enjoying the weather as well and you're keeping yourself safe and hydrated. So keep drinking a lot of water. What I want to do is not to look into emotions like they are good or bad. It's about every single emotion is good. But let's take anger. What are the triggers of anger? Why do we feel angry at times? So I've written a few points, and the first one is disappointment. We feel angry when we get let down by people, by situations. So disappointments happen when you're really wishing and hoping for something to go forward and that didn't happen. Or it could be a person, it could be a situation. And I know recently something major has happened with me. I was about to be at event and I was planning and it was very exciting and lots was happening, and I was saying yes, that's going to be really good. And I was so looking forward to connecting with a lot of people and share my life journey and, of course, my life coaching. What workshops and things what I do, and so I was preparing that for quite a lot of time, but at the end moment, it didn't happen. It got postponed, and I was really disappointed. I felt disappointment, then I felt angry, and then I was thinking how to deal with it, what to do, because I remember earlier on when I was not doing my healing, when I was not having that awareness, I used to get angry and I used to take that out on a person or on yourself, what to do. Or you suppress your anger and say, okay, I don't have the courage to say to anybody, so you repress that, or then you try to lift your mood by talking to people or listening to music or do anything, but not stay in that uncomfortable feeling. So this time what I did was a very different thing. So I wanted to share that. So when that happened, first thing was, because I was picking something up for a few days, that something is not right, something is not going right. I was picking up on the energy. But I thought, no, maybe I'm just picking up on something else, but not this particular event. And when this actually fell through and didn't happen, of course, there was a lot of sadness, there was disappointment. I felt tearful and I cried a lot. And I was thinking that I am feeling angry and irritable. What can I do? And I remember learning about it, is that just sit with this uncomfortable feeling and just cry if you want. Just be very real, just be very authentic. Don't say, oh, it's okay, it doesn't matter. It did matter, and it was quite an important thing for me. And that happens sometimes when people reject your ideas or reject you as a person, and we take it personally. So, I remember another thing that very earlier on, I think a few years back, I went and did give an interview, and that job wasn't, given to me, of course. So I felt rejected. I felt, oh my God, maybe I'm not good enough, and maybe, I was going through all those beliefs of not feeling good enough, and I'm not good enough, and that's why rejection. But then I realized that I don't need to take it personally, but it really hurt. It doesn't feel good. So you have to be real with it, that don't put your emotions on side, because if you're suppressing, the anger will come out in some other shape, way, or form. And another trigger is when things don't go your way, or when when we can't say no because we don't have boundaries. So sometimes when we give, and there is nothing coming back from the other person or the situation, and then you're building up this hurt, this resentment towards people, and that really feels very uncomfortable, not pleasant, and that can build a lot of anger as well. So I think there's few different triggers. I think in my personal life, and I think most of the people feel like that. So what can we do, and how can we heal it? I think first thing is being real, being really authentic with yourself and saying, hey, it doesn't feel good. Or why am I giving so much when the other person is rejecting you, or not giving at all, or not paying any attention to you? Or, hey, I didn't get that job. Yes, it doesn't feel good, but what can I do? Was I feel that how we can deal with it now when I have little knowledge is about saying, it wasn't that I wasn't good enough. It may be that somebody else was better than me, and how can I make sure that I am more qualified, I have more knowledge, or I can be a bit more better next time. So in that way, we are actually taking this criticism very constructively and saying, okay, how can I make myself better? And when you hit with disappointments, be real, be authentic, and saying, this is what happened, and what can I do now? What can I do next? And sometimes, stay in that uncomfortable feeling of half an hour. It could be few hours. It could be 1 day or 2 day. That's okay. Sit with this uncomfortable feeling. Cry, write down, and then be real, have a real conversation with people. Because I think sometimes what happens is we don't have these real conversations where we connect with people, where we tell people how do we feel. Because when we are hiding away and we are not telling people how we feel, then they keep on behaving like that in a certain way that they don't think it's bothering you. They think it'll be okay with you, and your anger keeps building up, and one day it comes that it really blows. So I think first thing is be authentic with yourself. Sit with this uncomfortable feeling of anger or disappointment, or whichever trigger is triggering you, whether it's a rejection, whether it's a disappointment with a person, or a situation didn't go your way, or sometimes when you have asked somebody to do it and they just simply say no, or because they don't want to, or they don't like your ideas, or some people reject your ideas. So whatever is it, if you really deal with it, if you really feel, if you go with that feeling and see where is that coming from, now you connect with the belief that you were carrying. Were you carrying a belief that you're not good enough? Were you carrying a belief that you're not intelligent enough? Were you carrying a belief that people always let you down, and situation doesn't happen because maybe there is some blockages in you? So look at the belief and release that belief, because as soon as you shine light towards the fear, towards the belief, you can release it. And that's how you heal it, because you really need to not run away from it, not suppress it, and not take any action, because you really have to take some action. Either it is about sharing how you felt with the person who let you down, or sharing with yourself, or and get real. Really, really important to be authentic, get real, and then don't hold back because of fear of losing someone, or fear of losing a job, or fear of whatever it is. Fear of maybe some people feel that, or maybe if I say it, then other people think that I'm not a good person, or fear of getting rejection from other people. Actually, we end up pleasing lots of time. We end up pleasing people, and we end up doing something that we don't want to do it. So look into your fears, sit with this discomfort, sit with this feeling of emotion of anger, and really go deep within and saying, why are you feeling anger? What is the belief that you're carrying? And once you look at the belief, you can easily release. And if you don't know how to release your beliefs, do connect with me on sangeetadevan.com. You can book a free consultation call, and there is a few free meditations you can download, emotional well-being and inner peace, and do daily practice. And I will actually, next time I will talk about discipline, how we need to do things which are good for us daily, or when we are changing our habits, how discipline plays such an important role. But if there's any question, please do comment on this video, and share this, and you never know, you might end up helping somebody else. So with that, I'm just going to enjoy my garden, and I'm going to show you around my beautiful, beautiful flowers. And I'm just loving the sunshine. And I really hope that you have an amazing, amazing day. Take care. Bye bye.